Hi engagement fans, welcome back to the Engagement Studio. My name is Ann Maltese and I'm a member of the Insights team here at Quantum Workplace. Today, I have tips for both managers and employees on how to have effective one-on-one conversations. One-on-one conversations are effective, they have a lot of benefits. They can help a manager and an employee build and strengthen their relationship. It can help an employee and a manager get aligned on things like performance and goals. It's a good opportunity to talk about challenges or barriers the employee may be facing, and also to talk about career growth and development interests that the employee may have. But unfortunately, not a lot of employees and managers have good one-on-ones. But that's why I'm here. Today, I have tips on how to make these one-on-one conversations both engaging and effective. So tip number 1. First, you want to make sure that your one-on-one conversations are happening frequently. Now, I know we're all busy. I'm not suggesting that you put hours and hours worth of calendar invitations on each other's calendars. But what I am suggesting is that you meet frequently enough so things like performance, priorities, goals, challenges, barriers can be talked about in real time when they're top of mind. And if you're looking for specific advice, Quantum Workplace finds that the most engaged organizations hold one-on-one conversations monthly or quarterly. So tip number 2 is to make sure that you're meeting regularly. So just like frequency, meeting on a regular cadence is really important to have effective one-on-one conversations. So our basic tip here is to just put a reoccurring calendar invitation on your calendars either monthly or quarterly so you naturally have that time built in. Our third tip on how to have effective one-on-one conversations is to make sure that you share in advance what you want to discuss. Now, there's a lot of benefits to this. It helps both parties, both the manager and the employee, walk in feeling more prepared. It can reduce anxiety because you know what's going to be discussed, so no one feels blindsided by a topic. And it can also just make the conversation more productive. Not sure what questions to ask? Don't worry, we have 350 for you in our big book of one-on-one questions. Now, my fourth tip on how to have effective one-on-one conversations is to make sure that it's actually a conversation. Now, the point here is to make sure that there's two-way conversation. It shouldn't feel like the manager is doing all of the talking, nor should it feel like the employee is doing all the talking. Both should have the opportunity to share their input and their respective perspectives. Now, my fifth suggestion and how to have effective one-on-one conversations is to make sure that you discuss next steps. Now, hopefully with all of the tips I've shared so far, you feel set up for success on how to have these one-on-one conversations be effective. But they're really only effective if they produce results. So as you're wrapping up your one-on-one, make sure that you agree upon next steps and actions. Whether it's the employee needing to change their performance, maybe a different priority to focus on over the next month, or a career development opportunity to take advantage of. If you're using Quantum Workplace's one-on-one module, you can document these next steps in our tool so it's easy to remember, and come your next one-on-one, you can talk about the progress that's been made. Before we go, I have one last tip, bonus tip, and this one is for managers. It is to do your research on the employee before you walk into the one-on-one conversation. Now, if you're using Quantum Workplace's all-in-one platform, we make it super easy for you. All you need to do is check the Recent Activity button in the one-on-one module. Here, you'll find recognition that employee has received recently, any feedback that they may have received from others, where they stand on their goals, and it will be also a good way for you to revisit the last one-on-one that you had with that employee. Now, if you're not using Quantum Workplace's all-in-one platform, those are the types of things you want to research before going into the conversation. So that is a wrap on our tips on how to have effective one-on-one conversations. Now, let's go make work better every day. Thank you.